Hi Stampers, this is Karen Phillip. Today I'm going to show you how to use the blender brushes that are in the new catalog, the spring catalog, and they are on page 70 I believe. Let me look up quick so you know where to find them. They are on page 70 in the corner, and they're called blending brushes, and you get 3 of them for $12, so that's only $4 a piece, which is not bad at all. They're really cool brushes, and I like to play with them a lot. I'm constantly caressing them, but they have a nice soft tip to them, and that's what we're going to use. I'm concentrating this month's club on the Sand and Sea Suite, and that can be found on page 40 in the mini catalog. It does have some pearlescent specialty paper in here, and that's what I'd be using. It also has some pearls, or they're opal rounds they're called, a stamp set, dies, an embossing folder which we will be using, some paper, some stickers, and it's just a beautiful suite. Let's get started. So this is the card we will be making today, and I'm highlighting just the parts that are embossed. And again, this is from there you can see it, and it's on pearl paper, so it doesn't show up well on camera, but it's really pretty. And then this is the first card that I made with it. Same idea, but I like this one better. So to do this, it's very simple. We are going to take a piece of the pearl paper, and we're just basically going to sponge it. A sponge will work, but this works really neat with the with the blending brushes. It seems to go on smoother, and we're just going to be sponging on that part of it. Okay, so we are using Costa Cabana, and I'm sure there are different ways of doing this. This is the way that I'm doing it. It doesn't mean that it's right or wrong or whatever, but I just take it right from my stamp pad. And because these stamp pads are the foam, you really can't brush it like that. You just sort of tap it onto a block, just a plain block that gets off excess so you don't get a big blob, and then just kind of swirl it around on the shells. And that time I got a good one. So instead of wasting the ink and putting it on the paper, we're putting it on the block, and then you can just pick that up again and use that for another part of it. So this goes really easily, and I'm trying to just do the highlighted or the embossed areas. I don't want the whole thing blue or Costa Cabana. I want just the highlighted areas, and I'm not pressing real hard. There we go. Can go a little darker. Basically that's it, but they have just a nice feel to them, and you see there's no blotching like you would typically get with a sponge. It spreads it out really nicely. It blends nice, and that's it, and that's the look that we're going for. Now your brush, you can just rinse it in water and dry it on a paper towel just like this. Just put it down onto the paper towel, and then it'll be nice and clean for the next project. You can also get more than one. Well, they come 3, so you can get more than one, and then you could put like a dot or some kind of color coding on the back of it, or on anywhere on it, and do like greens or blues or reds, yellows, and then you won't have to worry about any colors that may or not be completely rinsed out. I forgot to show you. This is the embossing folder. It's hard to show you, but it does have all the different shells, and that's where I got this from. I just put it in there, and I wanted this main shell to show the most, so that's where I placed it when I put it through the embossing folder. This is a 3D dynamic folder, which means you only need one plate for your machine, and that would be number 4 plate or the blue plate if you got it before the new machine came out. Now it's simply just assembling the card. I'm using Costa Cabana, and then a piece of, oh, that's the inside, then a piece of berry vanilla because it matches the pearl paper perfectly. Okay, I'll just center that on there. Oops, I didn't want that to go down yet. Okay, I'll just center that on. And then another piece of Costa Cabana, and these pieces are, this piece was 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. This is 3 by 4, and the last piece will be 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So this piece is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. I'm going to put the adhesive on this so that I don't flatten any of the embossed image. Darn, give me grief today. Okay, and I want the design to go this way. And in the seashell stamp set, there is a For You sentiment, and I'm just going to cut the corner, a little banner in there, cut up the middle like that, and then from one corner to the center and the other corner to the center. And we have a perfect sentiment, and this I did flat. And you could add some pearls on it or just leave it as it is. I'm just going to leave it, and you have a really pretty card, and it was so simple. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.